going on, everybody? Welcome to the Side Friend Chronicles. We got a special segment for you all today. It's called Side Friend Slide Thru, and this is going to be our first guest on the podcast. So you won't be seeing the foot cam this podcast, but you will be seeing our awesome buddy named Michael Melgoza. He's an entrepreneur slash philanthropist and slash cunnilingus master. What were you going to say real quick?
I was just going to say, if they really need some feet, they know where to find me on Instagram for all their foot
all your foot
satisfaction.
Needs, all your foot needs and satisfaction. So, go to the bottom heavy Bella for that. And also you can go to our previous episode because all of the foot cam episodes are going to be every Tuesday and all of our episodes with the guests are going to be every Friday. So, we hope that you tune into both. But if, you strictly come for the feet, we understand that, but we hope that we keep you for all of the great conversations and in which we're about to have right now. So let's go ahead and bring in Mr. Melgoza. All right, and let's get a little clappity clap for Mr. Is he in here? Yeah, got a little clappity clap for our guy. Let's get another clap because I feel like it came a little early.
Hey.
We got Melgoza. Yeah, so man. So we just welcome everybody to the Side Friend Slide Thru. This is technically number 1, but we're just gonna call it episode 31 because we're gonna keep the ball rolling and whatnot. How's everything with you today, my fine brother over there?
I'm doing lab lovely.
Lab and
just got done with
a long day.
Got done with a good workout. It was a good breezy day.
Yeah.
Have you been working out consistently during the quarantine during 2020?
I would say I got back to it November.
You got back to it, okay.
He hasn't been.
How long were you off?
It was like off and on because the gyms out here in Cali were closed. I was out in Vegas; those were open. So whenever I was out there, I was in the gym. But
so obviously he wasn't being safe at all. He was out in Vegas. He's been in the gyms. There's no stopping this guy. He's the cunnilingus master, by the way. Once again, anyways, that has nothing to do with going to the gym. But but obviously he's not.
It's a different type of workout.
Yeah, that is a different.
Hopefully he's safer with that.
Yeah, this is like not really a safe zone.
Safety is not my middle name.
No, we know it's not, and this is not a safe zone.
For a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, people are gonna already be scared to be a part of the Side Friend Slide Thru because they know once they step into the zone, there ain't no walking out of the zone. This is the taboo.
You're gonna be walking funny when you walk out.
whoa! Time out.
Slow down.
Yeah, slow down. There's gonna be no males walking funny out of this heterosexual podcast.
Oh,
all
no.
right? Nothing.
This looks like it's my good party for me, not for you guys. This is a sausage fest. Where's the Olivia Munn gifts with all the hot dogs?
Oh man, Stella, are you the glizzy goblin? Are you the glizzy master?
I am. We should change the name to that.
No. Real talk though. How many glizzies have you had at once, or is that too personal? I'm gonna start the podcast this week.
Is glizzy a dick?
Yeah, glizzy is like a new word for dick. Right. Like it started off.
Is it? I thought it was something else.
Yeah, so it started off as Glock, like when a guy or a rapper, mainly rappers,
and then you guys like to call your dicks like powerful things, guns. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like we like to, you nailed it. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, so the glizzy is now the penis, and so I always feel weird when I go to 7-Eleven for a hot dog during work, and I'm walking out and I hear somebody in the cuts like, "How's that glizzy?" I'm like, "Oh shit."
You suddenly feel shame and you hide it.
I feel so weird. Like I start blushing and whatnot.
You feel violated.
Nobody's supposed to know I love glizzies this much.
Feels like a predator.
Yeah, exactly.
I've only had one at a time. We've talked about this before, how I had this, plan to have 2 at a time, and that didn't really play out. So
yeah, no, why not? Like, were the guys scared, or like some guys can't get hard?
I think it's a weird thing for men. I think it's harder for men to do a threesome, 2 men with 1 woman, than it is for a woman than it is for a woman to do 2 women with 1 man.
Yeah,
that I've done.
Yeah,
but not the other way around.
I mean, I you know, like I could understand why like one guy can't get like, you know, rocky around another guy. I don't know. What do you think, Mike? Do you think that that's a tough one right there?
Is that something you do? Would you be down?
I mean, it's something I've partaked in, not in the, you know, it's definitely a little awkward at first for sure. Cause you just
so you've done it.
Seeing the Johnson right next to you.
Whoa!
I mean, you guys aren't
you're like
sword
that's
fighting.
Much bigger than mine.
No, you're not
there
sword
comparing.
You're not sword fighting. Let me see.
Who's bigger? Let's check. Like, you guys don't do that.
I had a buddy of mine tell me one time. He looked at me during a situation like that, and he said, "Nice dick."
What was this, like in the bathroom, like in stalls or something?
No, I was just walking around.
You guys just whipped your dick out in front of each other. Okay.
It gets that way after a few shots.
Is that something men do regularly? I need to know. I am curious now.
Tell us, Mike.
I think some men do that.
Really? They pull it out and show each other?
Yes.
And this isn't for like medical reasons, like, hey, yo, should I go get this checked out? Or what do you think? Like, have you experienced this before? It's just to like pull it out?
Yeah, I think there's some humor behind it sometimes.
Dude, man, like, bro, I'm learning all kinds of shit right now.
Mine is
like,
way bigger. Mine is way bigger, okay? And he pulls it out and you like see a big old herpes on it. You're like, okay.
Like, your herpes is way bigger than mine.
You need to pop that there.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to get that checked right quick.
Well, that's cool that you guys, show each other.
I
have a little group chat with a couple of my girls where we've literally shown
your stuff?
Pussy pics.
Just, whoa.
Really?
Right there. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard that before.
You don't want to be part of that group chat?
How did it start though? That's what I want to know.
Well, because so that started with, first of all, I would like to say that my take on genitalia is that not one is cute or photogenic, right? That's how I feel. That's my opinion. I don't think there's one. Well, see, men think that like pussies are nice looking most of the time, right?
I love me a good tulip.
Men always want to put picture of a pussy, like Jimmy said. It doesn't really matter. It could be hairy, whatever you guys want to see. That's fine. That's okay. I think they're ugly as fuck. Even the ones that are like the porn star ones that look like, kids or whatever. I don't know. And so
I don't know, but hold on, time out. Like, you're gonna get I've never seen any that look like some kids.
No,
let me just say that right
no, what I'm talking about is like women who don't have like longer inner labia, right? Because there's like half of women in the world have like longer inner labia than the other half of women don't. Right.
What's a labia?
The ones.
I wish you had a whiteboard so you could draw this out.
I have a whiteboard, but it's right here hanging. I can't draw this out. Actually, I can show you guys a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Because I do follow this account on Instagram called the Vulva Gallery. Women submit pictures to this artist and she draws them. And so obviously you guys know what like women's like lips are down there, right? So the labia are the lips. You have 2 sets. You have the outer ones and then you have the inner ones. And that's what usually men, if they're hanging out a little, men call it like beef curtains or whatever the fuck else you guys call it. Ham wallet, whatever.
Oh my God.
And so for some women, it sticks out a little. Oh wait, that's like a video.
Get the flamingo out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see
flamingo. For some women, it sticks out a little, right? So these here are the outer labia, and this sticking is the clitoral hood, and then some of the inner labia, right?
Yeah, the picture looks a bit disturbing, but I see where they're headed with it.
Right. So there's women like this who don't have any inner labia hanging out, right?
Those are
and
better
then
to eat.
That's just the deer foot.
Yeah, that's deer foot, no doubt.
Deer foot. And then there's women like this who have a little bit sticking out, or there's women who have like a lot sticking out, which that's a thing, right? So
looks like a nutsack to me.
see, that's the thing. A lot of men say fucked up shit, but the thing is, some are more visually appealing to men than others. That was the point, right?
Agree.
Right.
And so, you know, a couple of my friends have, you know, are very proud of what theirs looks like. And, you know, when you are sexting with someone or whatever and you share pictures, you know, I don't know what people share. I won't send a picture of my down below's 10 guy.
Could I ask you a question real quick, Stella?
What?
Could you provide any Instagram @s for whoever has one that looks like the last picture you just showed us?
No, I would never do that. And I think that you guys should be nice.
No, we're being nice.
No, you're not. You're laughing.
No.
Poor women, they can't help it.
No.
Anyways,
surgery.
They shouldn't get surgery. They should not get surgery. Men should get surgery, right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
guys would be all over that if we could, though. Like get our piece like 2 or 3 inches bigger.
Can't you?
It's the same.
Isn't there a surgery for that?
I don't know. If you look it up and let me know, I might go find out in real time. Because I'm not. I'm not saying I'm not hanging, but I mean, you know, I hang a little bit.
Could always hang a little bit more.
A little more, that's all.
There is such thing as too big, you guys. Just keep that in mind. There is the sweet spot. There's, you know, a certain length. But anyways, this thread started as like just sharing like what you guys do when you pull it out.
But like who started like, hey, who wants to share pussy pics?
Well, no, it's just
never heard of that in my life.
Sometimes when we get waxed, we show our friends. And yeah.
You know, I guess that makes sense because sometimes when we whack, we show our friends.
Yeah, why?
No, wait, no, hold on, no. I don't even know why.
I don't know.
I've
never
never
done that. Kind of friendship y'all have? Is that why he's on here?
Like, oh my gosh.
What do we? Mike, I'm gonna need you to tell me how the fuck you guys know each other now.
Be like, hey,
are you guys whack friends?
Do you do it like this too?
Oh, did you see that video of that security guy at a Chargers game whacking it off right in front of the teacher or in front of the cheerleaders? He's like has his hand underneath his pants and he's totally just fucking going for it during a Chargers game.
No, never heard that.
Yeah, totally busted.
You guys want to hear a hilarious story?
Please.
About whacking it off?
Yes.
All right, cool. So, oh man, I was probably like 17, 16, 17. And me and my girlfriend at the time, we went on a road trip. I used to live in Phoenix and we were driving back. We went out to San Diego, LA area, and we were driving back and she was giving me roadhead. Right?
Yes.
Dangerous on the freeway. It was the best.
Danger. Your middle name is Danger.
And I look over to my right and I see this guy in a minivan beating his meat, staring at me.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Getting bossed up.
Bro, you know what's funny is I remember you telling me that story before, and it's never any less funny, bro. That is so funny, man. So he was in a trucker, like a big rig?
No, he was in a minivan. A white minivan.
Oh no.
And he was jerking off to the sight of you getting head?
Yes.
Or he was just jerking off as you're driving by.
Or what?
I mean, that would be even weirder.
Or what if?
But regardless of the fact, I looked over to my right and he was jaying, and it was very disturbing. It made me really mad because it was feeling really good.
I've had,
and I literally went limp. He veered off the freeway so fast. Next exit, he was gone.
Hey, so my question is, do you think that he was like already going to town on himself before he saw you, and then you drove by and he was just like, oh, how convenient. So, you know what I mean? He was just like getting it even more. I mean, But look, like, so I could like, I'm not trying to sound like a creep or nothing, but I'm probably gonna sound like a creep. So just brace yourselves. I've been on long road trips before where I'm so bored and it's just me in my car. Where I'm so bored, I actually throw on a PH film, a Pornhub film, and I've jerked it while driving before, and it's
But see,
great.
this was the times before
Don't.
before we had
Yeah.
access to the internet on our phones.
When I was
So
17, something similar happened to me where I was walking because I was 17. So, you know, you kind of like walk everywhere unless you have a car. And I didn't have a car. And so I was walking home with my friend and we were in front of our apartment complex and this car pulls over and he's like waving a piece of paper. And we're like, oh, maybe he just like needs directions or something, you know, as we're walking by that way anyways. And we walk by and he rolls his window down and we look in the car and he's got his pants down to his fucking knees and he's jerking off and we're like, ah, we like, you know, we like kick his door and like we're like, ew, he like speeds off. Like, I think he thought we were hookers.
Yeah, he definitely thought you guys were hookers.
he was trying to flag y'all down.
Yeah. He was trying to pay me for some shit. I thought it was fucking disgusting. I've never seen something like that in my life.
I feel like we should title this episode When I Was 17 because I feel like I should come up with a story now from when I was 17.
I'm sure you have some.
Let me think of a
Do
good one.
Do share. I want to know how you guys met too as well. So, I mean, I think that's relevant.
You know, I'm going to think of a story from when I was 17 because, you know, I didn't have this prepared at all. So we'll go into when we met, and then when a story pops up in my head, I'll let you all know. So we met at the bank, right? We were working at the bank. Yeah, those are some good ass times working at the bank, man. Yeah, absolutely. Working at a bank really opens your eyes, man, because you'll see people drive up with the fanciest car and
they got like $4 in their bank account.
Like $4 in their bank account.
Negative 32 cents.
In the red.
In the red, no, for sure. And then you'll see somebody pull up in a regular everyday car, you know, and they're breaded up, you know. And you know, so it was like interesting working in that kind of environment, and it's really eye-opening. And you know, it really actually I feel helps you financially, especially if you're a young person, because you know, at the time I was like 21 maybe when I started working at the bank, and you started working at the bank even before me, right, Mike?
Yeah, I think I think I started working there when I was like 19 or 20.
Right. So
I actually got the job because I was competing with my ex-girlfriend. I was really mad at her and she had an interview with the bank, and we were like in a separated mode. You know how that goes during those times. And I was like, I want to get a job at the bank. And so I went and applied literally like right after her and got the job. I was like, yes.
Wait, so she didn't get the job?
No.
Of course they hired the man. Oh. Of course.
She ended up getting hired at another branch though. So it wasn't like
but so she still got on somewhere, but you ultimately defeated her.
Yeah.
That's
you
hilarious.
snagged her job.
That was a little victory.
That's toxic as fuck.
No, that's not toxic. No, that's
Hell
not
yeah,
toxic.
that is.
That's petty.
Hell yeah, that is.
How's that
petty
toxic? There's nothing toxic about that.
No. Petty is toxic.
No,
yes,
you're confused.
It is.
No,
it's not.
Toxic and petty are two
people
different
in the
things.
comments.
What about what did the Side Friend Chronicle people think? Petty? Toxic?
I know.
Same,
I
want to
hear what they think as well. I think that when you're being petty, it's a little toxic.
Yeah, so make sure you leave a comment with your opinion.
I think during those ages, I mean, we're all a little toxic.
Oh, we're all toxic. I'm still toxic. The fuck?
You are extremely toxic.
I'm toxic as fuck.
Hey, you want to know something?
And Jimmy's getting intoxicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I just want to have some fun right now, you know, and that's why I got the Crown Royal out, the Pacifico, you know. So if you guys want to ever sponsor this podcast, you can hit me on my email at sidefriendchronicles@gmail.com. Anyways, yeah, man, you know, like, you know, I'm just trying to have some fun. You know, I don't kick it with the homies very often, you know, living in Vegas. So, you know, I feel like that's what I'm doing right now, doing a little coronavirus quarantine hangout right now. So I'm surprised you're not having a beer right now, man. What's up, man? Because you know, every time we get together, it's a party. every time.
Yeah, I'm actually fasting right now. That's why I'm sipping on my coffee.
Oh,
Black.
tell me more. Why are you fasting right now?
Is it the intermittent fasting?
No, I'm actually doing a 48-hour fast.
Oh.
Why do you do that?
Well, there's many health benefits. One, and then it's just like a good workout regimen for me because I'm trying to lose. I was listening to y'all podcast last episode 30, and you guys were talking about what do you want to leave behind in 2020. And I was thinking, I was thinking, I want to leave behind some of this belly fat.
Bro, I can relate.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Man, because I've been hitting the gym and I've been going, pretty faithfully. I like the last couple of weeks I slacked a little bit, but I've been going again, pretty, for the last few days. And but my belly, man, I don't work on my belly at all. I don't do no sit-ups, do no crunches. I just recently started incorporating the kettlebell workouts where, because you could do some workouts with a kettlebell where it like really like activates all of your muscles in your body. Like if you do the swings.
I know people who do strictly kettlebell everything. It's like a full body, like.
Are they ripped?
It's oh, he's fucking ripped. Hell yeah.
Oh, he's fucking
I'll show you
ripped.
his profile on Instagram.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I went to high school with him.
Oh damn. I remember some girls I went to high school.
He's a whole like kettlebell. He's a whole kettlebell instructor.
I popped some chicks like
kettlebells are badass.
But to lose that belly fat though, like, what did you say? Are you laughing at your own jokes that nobody heard?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get my little drum back. I said I popped some chicks like kettle corn.
You're so fucking stupid. I can slap you through here.
But continue, EstelaTheBella.
All I was gonna say is abs are made in the kitchen, not in the gym. So
yeah,
I'm
definitely not working on
like there's no like exercises that you could do to get abs. You can strengthen your core, which will result in them growing, but you still have to shed the fat. Yeah. So the reason why I'm fasting anyway, last month. Well, I started this like being hella hardcore back in November, right? And so I've been trying to do a calorie deficit. And so I tracked all my macros. I tracked all my macros in November, but I didn't see any change in my weight.
Did you adjust them? Well, weight isn't always the best indicator though, as well.
So I got a cool little scale that shows like body fat percentage and all of that stuff. And so I didn't see any changes. And so I've been doing hella research on fasting while working out and what your body goes through. Do you lose fat? Do you lose muscle? All these different things. So I looked up a lot of reports, and you don't lose any muscle if unless you're like fasting for like an extended period of time. So all of last month, which was in December, I fasted for 66 hours each week.
I thought you were going to say days. I was going to be like, that's how you lost all that weight. You almost killed yourself.
So the reason for that is because it was a little easier for me to be in a calorie deficit for the entire week, right? Yeah. By fasting in that state rather than daily. Yeah, exactly. And I was still working out in a fasted state, all of those things. And so I saw a great difference and change. It's not for everybody. Some people are like, I can't not eat, but for me, I already did intermittent fasting on a regular basis. So I was like, why don't I just cut it all out and just fast for 60 hours and then eat my regular consumption for the rest of the days. And I lost 10 pounds all last month and an entire body percentage of my body fat.
Do you do cardio after weight training or before it?
Honestly, I just started like cardio. So
a lot of people make the mistake of doing their cardio before they lift.
Yeah, you got to lift first.
You got to lift first because when you're lifting, you're burning the calories, but when you do the cardio afterwards, you're really tapping into that storage fat. And pay attention to the heart rate. People go too hard in their cardio and they end up burning muscle and not just fat.
Do you lift heavy, or do you lift like just like what you can do a lot of reps?
Oh no, I'm trying to lift heavy. Yeah, definitely.
That's the way you change your body. Really.
Big compound muscles.
Remember, I was telling you about that book, Bigger, Leaner, Stronger.
Yeah,
she's the one that put me on that book. Yeah, she put me on that book, man, and I mean it's dope, man. But I mean that's kind of what they talk about, you know, not a crazy amount of cardio. You know, pretty much watching what you eat. You can eat what you want, but watch what you eat, and then lifting heavy. So I feel like in a way you kind of do that because, you know, like, yeah, you're fasting for a couple of days, but you are, you know, ultimately suppressing yourself from eating big portions, because when you're fasting, your belly isn't wanting more food when you start eating again, right?
Well, people's bellies are too stretched as in general. Like, I mean, people eat too much, like portion wise,
and too often. That's a big indicator, because when we eat, we're basically like raising our insulin, right? And so that's like what is like keeping us from losing like belly fat, right? It's like, oh, we want this food, we got to do something with it because we don't know when we're going to get the food again. So when we're eating all the time, our body never gets a chance to like work off what it's storing. It's just continually storing.
Right.
Well, that happens too when people don't eat, though, as well, because then your body does go into starvation mode, which makes your body store more fat.
How long does it take? So
there's a balance there that you have to.
How long does it take for your body to go into ketosis? Because isn't that like one of the main reasons why people fast?
It's like 12 to 16 hours.
Oh,
like
so
12 hours is like a good look indicator when you'll start. But to like see maximum results is like 16 hours. But you'll see just greater results as you continue on. You know, obviously you don't want to do it if you're like needing energy. Like if you have little body fat, like it's probably not wise for you to fast, right? But if you have body fat like available, it's not going to harm you.
Oh, I got some available body fat. I might go on a fast in a couple of days because, you know, after drinking some Crown Royal, I'm definitely gonna need a Roberto's burrito, California burrito.
I couldn't do that. My metabolism's too fast. Like, I have like a normal like range of body fat for women, like within like around 20% or whatever. But my metabolism's super crazy. I would cease to exist in a couple of weeks if I did that shit.
Isn't it crazy to see like body fat on a woman versus a man? It's like you're 20, I'm like 16, but I bet you got like a slimmer waist than mine.
Yeah, I mean women just, I mean women's bodies are definitely, you know, much different than men's, you know. I mean,
but we carry it on the hips and the chest.
Yeah.
And on the other places, the legs, the arms, the ass, you guys build more muscle faster. You guys lean out but faster than we do.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's just one of those things.
I got a special question for Mike right now. Mike, are you rolling with stubbly legs or shaved legs? And if they are stubbly, are you still smashing? This is a topic from last episode, but I gotta ask another guy because she wasn't feeling your boy, and you know, I don't give a what she's talking about. So I want to know what you got to say about right now.
I was hoping you would bring this up because I wanted to touch on this topic because I was listening to the last podcast. So, salud. You know, it's funny because as you guys were talking about shaved legs and unshaved legs, my memory bank brought me back to a good story. And first and foremost, I like smooth legs.
All right.
That wasn't the argument, Jimmy.
But to Stella's point, there was a night I had already smashed on this chick before. But there was a night she brought me over for dinner. She wined and dined me, and then we went in the bedroom and got it on. And I was very disturbed that her legs weren't shaved smooth, and I still ended up smashing. So to Stella's point, I still smashed, but it was disturbing, and it was not as sexually appealing.
Right. So it wasn't as sexually appealing. But let me ask you this. If it was your first date, you haven't smashed on this chick already. Do you think that you would have still smashed being that you were horny in the moment? Or do you feel like it would have deterred you and made you feel like, all right, this chick has bad hygiene probably, and I probably shouldn't mess with this chick. Actually, I should probably make up some kind of excuse. Don't make faces over there, Stella.
Yeah, you
got me wondering.
You're gonna draw a parallel between unshaved legs and hygiene.
I think you know me too well, Jimmy. You already know the answer.
This is for the listeners, though. Like, I want the listeners to hear what you got to say.
Right. Well,
Mr. Philanthropist.
I would definitely end up smashing for sure.
Oh, Michael is a man, everybody. He is a man. He's smashing you long-haired hotties.
But I never smashed that chick again after that day.
Oh, that's a lie. I doubt that.
He is a man.
I think if you were gonna not smash the chick that you smashed when she had stubbly legs, and that was your first time, and you still hit it, and you don't hit it again, it's because you didn't plan on doing it in the first place.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the lady that I actually had sex with that did have stubbly legs. I didn't smash again, but I think you're right.
I think that's because you weren't going to again anyways.
Maybe.
I don't want to. You're gonna really blame it on unshaved legs.
I don't know that I would blame it on unshaved legs, but I think it had a lot to do with why I didn't want to go back.
This is unreal to me.
A lot to do with it.
This is unreal to me.
Like because you know you're about to get smashed. Like
no, you don't. You don't always know that.
She whined and dined me. It was different, right? She
you look like a guy who shaved your head.
Filthy.
I do shave my head.
You shave your head with a razor?
Yes.
Is there ever a time where it's at a length where shaving it with a razor is kind of painful?
No.
Do you always just have sharp razors, like fresh razor every single time?
No.
So there's never a length where shaving your hair on your head isn't like, doesn't hurt more or pull more when you're doing it, like when it's barely growing out.
No.
Because that happens to me. So when I shave my legs, they're smooth for like a couple of days and then they start to get stubble. Now, if I go and try to shave my legs when they're barely starting to grow back, like, you know, like when you get goosebumps and you feel it like a little bit, like that length, I cannot shave at that length because I will get razor burn like a motherfucker. Like it could be a fresh blade. It could be one that I just used one time. It hurts. So I won't do it for like a couple of days.
I'll tell you what I do.
And so that is my thing because listen, we've talked about this, Jimmy. The two areas that I do keep very clean when it comes to shaving, you know, the hoo-ha and the pits, because I don't let hair grow there. I don't like it.
You don't have a chime for the hoo-ha? You need a chime for the hoo-ha.
You need a chime for the hoo-ha. But my legs... That's funny. It is magical, especially if I'm getting first wars. And that's why y'all still hit it with unshaved legs.
Oh.
But I give my legs a little bit more grace because I get more razor burn on my legs when I try to shave too soon.
Yeah, I think it would be worse to fill up on some razor burn than legs.
Right. You'd be like, oh my God, what kind of skin disease does she have? Like, what's happening? And so it's those little things that it's like, if she shaved maybe like a day or two before she made you dinner, like she wasn't prepared. Like maybe her legs weren't at the level where she could shave them again. And she was like, oh my God, I might have sex. Let me like try to do this. Like, this is going to be painful. Is it worth it? No. I mean, he's probably still going to fuck me, but.
The thought of a woman like preparing for sex turns me on so much. So when I find out that she didn't even prepare, that it's like, I hate you. Like, why did you
What
come
kind
over?
of man? Bro, first of all,
no.
Y'all aren't always prepared either. Like some shit, like men aren't on top of manscaping as off like as well as women are, like when it comes to that
our
shit.
junk like sticks out inches past, you know what I mean? The bush.
If you want your dick
is
sucked,
inside the bush.
she don't want to floss
difference.
while she sucks your dick.
Hey, well, time out. Let me just retract everything I just said real quick. Though.
And
I you know, like I
hair on the balls makes them smell worse.
No, balls probably smell anyways, but you all like that. Well, because we've spoke before about this, and you said that you like sweaty balls fresh out the gym, and probably a lot of women do. Actually, my wife does.
Fuck did I say I like sweaty balls out the gym?
But
I said that wasn't going to stop me from going down on him. I never said I loved it.
My wife has never rejected these sweaty balls. Is all I got to say.
Yeah, because we're not a bunch of bitches like men are when it comes to little petty shit. Y'all claim to love the pussy so much, but you're afraid of one that has some stubble or
no. I like stubble.
Smells like crayons or whatever.
I like stubble on that. Not
you guys are so finicky about something you claim to love so much. That's what's so fucking funny to me.
Yeah, well, you're finicky about some things too.
Not about that kind of stuff.
Ooh.
I'm not a little girl, okay? Fucking grown ass woman right here.
Yeah, how you gonna just contradict yourself right away? You're like,
how?
I'm like a little girl, a grown ass woman.
I didn't say I'm like a little girl.
That's what I was saying.
Not a little
Women
girl.
Are fucking confused. Anyways,
women and girls, two different things.
I'm like a little fucking girl.
I didn't say I'm like a little girl, you deaf? Oh my God. Oh my God. You need to drop the cognac and go pick up some fucking Q-tips.
So Mike, tell me about your sex swing.
What a segue. You have a sex swing?
Oh my gosh.
You know, I want to eventually like evolve to the one that hangs from the ceiling.
Like that a chandelier?
Like on next Friday?
Next Friday.
Auntie Sugar. She's all like hanging there in the thing.
Yeah. Or like, you know, like
Uncle Elroy.
Uncle Elroy. Yeah, that's badass.
So is that what you're into?
For now, you know, it's the door swing. But it's just
the
like
door swing.
So it hangs from the door.
So do you not have children?
Yes, I do. I have a child, but my child doesn't live with me.
Oh, got it. So you're able to do fun shit like that.
Yeah, well, you know, if I'm being completely like frank, like this is some time ago. Not to say that I'm not into that, I am, but I have been celibate for a few years.
Oh man, tell us about this, please. Oh
what?
Yeah,
gosh.
Yeah, but I mean, I am into that.
Wow.
But when that time comes, that will be definitely.
Wait, so you haven't had sex in how long?
Let's see. I think the last time was 2018.
Shut the fuck up. How does that wait, what? By choice?
By choice. Yeah. By choice.
Is this like a religion thing?
Stuff. This is the good stuff right here.
No.
I want to know what made you come to like decide that you weren't going to have sex.
With the hoo-ha.
Yeah, with the glorious hoo-ha.
The glorious one.
This started. Okay, so I'll segue into the story. But the last time I had sex was with a deaf chick.
Why is that funny? Oh my gosh. Oh, my baby, come here. Hold on,
I forgot to hit the laugh track on that. Hold on, time out. Let me get a laugh track. Oh, that's so messed up, man. Oh, how could you? So continue.
With the deaf chick, or why I chose to be celibate?
With the deaf chick.
Tell me.
It's not funny to be deaf, huh? Like the way you said it was funny is that's all. That's all.
Well, you know, I met the deaf chick on like a Bumble or something like that, right? I was living in Ohio at that time. Yeah. And so
told you the guy gets around.
And we were messaging or what have you, and I invited her over to the apartment. And we hadn't spoke on the phone or anything like that, so I had no idea. And so she comes over, and like I feel so bad because like as I met her, right, like I heard that like you know how deaf people like they could speak, some could speak, but she sounded like remedial, right, like initially. And I was like, what the heck? What did I get myself into?
So that I'm not canceled in 10 years. I don't think it's funny.
You're about to be canceled, Jimmy.
I don't think that
you cannot stop laughing.
I don't think that the chick being remedial or deaf is funny. It's the way he's saying it that sounds out of pocket. And also,
well, I'm sharing it from the mind, my memory.
But also, you said before she came over, like I haven't spoke to her yet. Like, well, fucking duh.
Did you know sign language? Like, how did you communicate with her in person?
No,
did y'all just text?
She she had a hearing aid, so she could lip read. And
gotcha.
So
and okay,
she could lip read, and she could like speak well enough. You had to listen intently to ensure that you could get everything that she was saying. But anyways, that was very interesting. By that point, right, like that's like the stubble legs. By that point, I was like, I don't care, it's going down. So that was the last time that I had sex. But the reason why I decided to that
a smash and dash? Did you just hit it once?
You smashed?
No, I smashed a couple times actually.
Okay.
She was fun. She didn't have her sense there, so she had other senses that were heightened.
Got it.
Oh yeah.
Got it. Nice.
That sounds
fun. So she was fun actually. She was real fun. But anyways, the reason why I decided to stop having sex was because I was like, man, you know what? It'd be really nice to like actually get to know a chick without sexual relations.
What a fucking concept, huh?
Oh my fucking gosh. I know I got an ah somewhere in here. Hold on. Time out. Don't say nothing else. I gotta find the ah. I know I got a fucking ah. Hold on, time out. Here we go. Ah, it's a fucking duck, damn it. Just continue. There we go. This works. There we go. All right, here we
go. No, that's the pussy sound. That's pussy fairy.
Oh shit.
Not the Undertaker.
I know.
I just see the Undertaker just reaching up his hand, slamming down somebody.
But that's how I picture you, like on top of the deaf chick, like just straight up Undertaker style, just like.
Why is it gotta be aggressive?
It's time for this dick, and she's just like.
She showed up in the pussy.
No! Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're so stupid.
She wasn't that loud.
Hold on, time out, man. I gotta have this like. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. All right, continue.
Well, she wasn't mute. She was just deaf, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So you decided to stop having sex because you wanted to actually get to know a woman, like before having sex with her. Is this like in the hopes of building a deeper connection for like a relationship, like a long-term connection?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
and in 2 years, you haven't met one person and built a connection with one person that you want to...
No, I'm actually in a relationship now. We've been dating probably for like a year. You
guys haven't had sex yet?
A year and some change. Yeah, a little over a year. You know what? It's actually been a great blessing, to be honest, because, you know, it's like, like arguments happen, right? And what I mean is we have different perspectives, men and women, right? Different upbringings, different experiences, different things that we bring to the table.
Women are from Venus.
Absolutely. And because we haven't had sex, I think it's allowed us to actually like focus on solving problems, or not necessarily problems, but kind of like come into a resolution together, getting on the same page without having this emotional connection, right? Or this physical connection, right? So we're able to build a deeper understanding of one another. And I think it's been helpful in our relationship. Yeah.
That's very interesting. I've never
Bro.
heard of somebody being with someone that long and not having sex who wasn't virgins, or that are like actively choosing not to, especially like being in a relationship that long. And since your communication levels are probably deeper, like
yeah, I mean, we've like messed around now, like as of recently, but we haven't
what
had
does mess
sex.
around look like? What is that? Oral?
Yeah.
Right.
Got it.
Right.
Do you guys like use toys on each other?
No,
or
we haven't
in
got
front
there.
of each other?
Don't answer that, because
No.
I don't want to know if she sticks a dildo up your ass. Not yet.
Never that.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I hear there's this little prostate pressure G spot in the anus, and it just really.
Yeah, no, I mean, gay guys be getting it, so I mean, probably
Even straight guys.
It's like so weird. Like that can't
little,
be. They can't be straight if they're getting a dildo
I think they can
ass.
be straight, not necessarily a dildo, like a finger when they're about to come, to make it more like.
Nah, if you like it in the A, you're definitely gay. 100%.
You're so stupid.
No, I'm not trying to be funny. No,
I'm always got to come with the bars.
I know, but like I'm not trying to be a bar master right now. I'm just trying to be, sensible. Yeah, it is just natural. I'm kind of like the Dr. Seuss of podcasting, but Oh my gosh. No, that's interesting, Mike. No, I mean, like from the moment that you told me about all that, I was like, man, that that's wild, but I do respect it, and I respect your journey and what you're doing, man, because discipline in private, victories in public, man. So like your self-discipline, I actually, really admire that. And, I want to find that kind of self-discipline for 2021. Because all 2020, it was a good year for me, but I definitely had my moments of not being disciplined, and like I want to find that kind of discipline, because that level of discipline is crazy. Like as of now, like I can't stop jerking off. Like I really want to stop jerking off. As funny as that sounds, like I'm for real. Like I hate jerking off. I hate it. Like it's like a.
I mean, like it's been a while since I like jerked off, but like afterwards, I just feel so unsatisfied.
Right, it's like a never.
I'm always satisfied afterwards when I do that. I'm always satisfied.
Oh,
like I guess because for me, like it just happens so fast. Like I just know how to touch myself.
Well, same.
He like touches himself. He's like, oh.
And then I'm done having to clean up my own mess.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like most people know exactly how to touch themselves, and nobody does it better than yourself. Like we've talked about this, Jimmy. Like you felt the same way.
Tell us more about touching yourself. I'm sorry. Hold on. Time out.
Completed as dialed.
We're
sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
You're dumb. Don't do the creeper face. That just makes it worse.
Did Jimmy ever tell you the story about the creeper face when we were at the bank?
Nope.
Oh gosh.
Please tell me. Let me know. Let everyone know.
So we had this. Was he Indian? Haroon?
He was Pakistani.
Pakistani. Okay. But anyways, like he just like would always poke fun at Jimmy, like any chance that he get, right? So he basically went on to Jimmy's Instagram page.
Probably my Facebook at the time. Probably my
Facebook. And he like basically redid all the key pictures that he had posted on there, and he posted them all over the back wall in our back office.
He was so jealous of me, Estela, because he knew I got all the bitches. Anyways, continue.
Specifically with that creeper face, and he blew it up, and it was just like just a running joke ever since then.
Oh man,
Haroon, if you ever listen to this, I know you probably still hate me, but I just want to let you know I fucked your bitch.
Disrespectful.
I'm just playing. I know I didn't. I don't even know who your woman is. Like, honestly.
That's crazy.
I hear you.
That's crazy.
No, he did troll me a lot. He actually hated me. They all hated me because
I feel like you'd be easy to troll though.
I am easy to troll because I'm an out there person, and
you're a confident guy.
Yeah, and like I'm just like one of those people that when I find the outlet that I like and I get on it, and at that time it was probably Facebook or whatnot, and I find what works, I just go ham on it. So at the time on Facebook, I was like doing these love quotes, and I would go ham on the love quotes, and everybody clowned me. Do you remember the love quotes, Mike?
Oh my gosh.
I got so many girls off of it, but all the guys hated me. I would say things along the lines of, every woman deserves a guy who brings her roses every single day. Like something stupid like that. But there'd be like 50 girls in the comments like, oh my gosh, you're so right. And I'd be like, give me your number.
Oh my God, if any chick ever fell for that, that is what she gets with your corny ass. Oh my God.
There's chicks your age now, like into that kind of stuff. So don't even act like too privy to that kind of game, because you're just not. Once it hits you, you just don't even know what happened. And then you just get the fapping. Or I get the fapping. Sorry. Never mind. Anyways, guys, yeah.
You about to say something?
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
I was waiting for some fuckery right now.
No, I mean, you probably should have been, because there probably should have been something that came out. But anyways, so that's what happened at the bank. Yeah, so Mike is totally right. Yeah, I got trolled hard, and yeah. How do we get to that conversation? I already forgot, actually.
Because you were making a creepy face.
Oh, that's
just like
right.
Random. We were talking about how discipline and shit. And nobody touches themselves the way that themselves do, and then you like poke out the side with your weird face.
Like, I hope none of my none of my family who doesn't know me personally, like, it's cool if my sister and the people that I talk to often like listens to this and they're just like cringe, like, oh my gosh, Jimmy, shut up. But like, if any of my family listens to this, or forced yourself to listen to this just because you want to find out how weird your nephew is, or any of those things, I'm sorry. I apologize.
What are you apologizing for?
I apologize that I'm embarrassing him so much, but like, I'm just me. Like, I'm just me.
My brothers won't listen to this podcast because of how much I talk about sex. They're like, ew, you disgusting whore. Like,
you are a disgusting whore.
I am. I'm pretty gross. Just a down ass bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like a guy though. You're like literally a guy though, from what I discovered.
A female body.
Yeah, you
that's
are.
What a lot of people
that's
say.
Good. I feel like that's a good trait to have.
I think that's a good, absolutely. Yeah. Like it's weird that females would be like weird about sex.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I think historically, women who are sexual or talk about it are condemned, right? They're ostracized, or they're talked to and about in a really negative way, not just by men, but by other women who, and I wanted to talk about this earlier. I was going to write this in our comments because I see this frequently on social media, where some male celebrity or somebody who has high followings will post some kind of meme that's like high key anti-women, like just some dumb shit, right? That's like negative towards women. And, sometimes it's funny, but there's these chicks who really get on these comments and are like dick riding so fucking hard that they like have no loyalty to the X chromosome. Like, honestly, it's so
and
annoying.
to you chicks out there that are doing those kind of activities, every chick deserves flowers every single day. Anyway,
You're so
sorry, go ahead.
No, but it's like, if you're the kind of woman who needs validation from men so bad that you go on there and instead of being real and like your authentic self, you'll say something that you think will catch you attention or praise from men, like, that's whack as fuck. And that like continues to set us back, and it continues to make women, you know, not open about sex and those kinds of things. You know what I mean?
I love sex.
But don't you think men do that too?
What do you mean, to other men?
No, like just like
Men
to
do
get
that to women
attention.
all the time. Oh, like talk shit about women? Like, what do you mean?
Well,
Or
I mean,
talk
like,
about sex?
yeah, well, you were saying like, you know, women try to like, they're basically just they're attention whores. They're trying to get attention.
Well, they're trying to get attention from men by talking shit about women.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And I see that a lot in comment sections and places, you know, like, oh, you disgusting bitch, you don't do this, or you don't do this, or oh, you're not like a good mother because this. It's like, first of
everybody,
those chicks right there specifically are the ones that I'm talking about that are whack and set us back. And, you know, you're probably the biggest whores out there. I'm going to fucking go ahead and guess that.
Probably.
But just because you're not doing it out in the open, like us.
Everybody, I have a public.
Those of us who are comfortable with our sexuality.
I have a public
and the fact that we like sex and can't no man call me something. Period.
Like what I'm about to say right now, you just completely proved me right.
What?
I have a tip for the guys out there listening to the podcast. And I'm dropping the bombs because I want you to drop the D. So this is what's going to happen.
You want me to drop the D?
No, I want the guys listening to this podcast right now because we have 96% male ratio listening to this podcast. So I could be the biggest douche of all time, and no chick will ever.
That's not what that means.
Give a damn. I know. I know. Hey, let me just talk to myself 10 years from now because I know you're watching this podcast.
Go ahead.
I know that you regretted saying this, but guess what? I'm about to say this anyways, guys. If you want to get laid, did you hear all the things that Estela just said? All right, so just take that as example. If you're out to eat with the chick, you're on the phone with the chick, or wherever you may be, let her talk, let her vent, and you tell her, I feel you. I understand everything you're talking about. I fucking can't stand that bullshit. You get into it. You get into the conversation. You indulge.
That's right.
And then you tell her, you know what? I got a bottle of Crown Royal at home. Why don't you come through my crib with me? I got the Netflix too. She's going to say, you're a cool ass guy. I'm on my way.
And you're going to make her feel so comfortable that she'll probably take off her panties.
She's going to tear those motherfuckers off, and you're going to be going to Pound Town in no time. Thank me later and drop a donation.
Comfortable women are the freaks. If she's comfortable with you, if she trusts you, she's going to do the freaky shit. Period.
Well, Mr. Michael Melgoza.
I'm not suggesting you do. You try to get her into that zone by being fake, but I'm just saying.
Mr. Michael, I felt like it was only right that we had you on this first segment of the Side Friend Slide Thru, because before we started this podcast, you were the first person that I told about this podcast. So I thought it was dope that you were willing to come on here and, just be open and talk with the people listening. And, I want to thank you very much for that. And, I hope that you come back on sometime in the future.
Most definitely. I appreciate y'all for having me on.
We'll have to revisit. See if you've had sex yet.
And get some updates, huh? Has he had sex?
Has he had sex? We already got the title for the next one. OMG. EstelaTheBella, do you have any closing statements?
Nope. I think I've said what I've had to say.
I think you did too.
You've said enough.
She has. And I've said enough too. Thank you, everybody, for watching this Side Friend Slide Thru episode 31. We'll catch you next Tuesday. And remember, if you want to catch the next Side Friend Slide Thru, catch us on every Friday. So every Tuesday and every Friday, you got a new episode from us. On Tuesdays, top of the morning, 12 a.m. and on Friday at 12 p.m. We'll catch you all next episode. We're out.
Peace.
Side Friend Slide Thru.